All right, so I want to give you guys a quick little tour of my new house, my new spot. Yeah, is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. And for you guys that follow us, my channel, me and Sarah have been together for about a year now. It's a little over a year since we met, and then I moved here in the Philippines about in March. So I've been here with her in March. We lived together. So I actually just moved into my own spot, and we're still working on things. We're still together. I'll explain a little bit more about that in a couple of days. I just want to we need to figure some things out. So we'll sit down. I'll bring you guys up to speed here in a couple of days. But I just want to give you guys a tour of my little spot here I got. So Sarah was really helpful. She helped me find a place. So I looked around a lot. And I'll give you guys a rundown of that too at the end of the video. We viewed a whole bunch of places, so I got a really good idea of ballpark of like how much it costs for a lot of places around here in the budget in our area. And again, for you guys that don't know me, I'm Jeff, 47, and moved to the Philippines back in March to be with my Filipina Sarah. And I live in Mindanao, so northern Mindanao. It's Cagayan de Oro. So Mindanao is one of the islands on the bottom of the Philippines. This is out south. So, all right, we'll get right into the tour of my place here. All right, so we've got a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom townhouse. So this is the property here. You have the front porch, and then you have the carport. And then upstairs is the 2 spare bedrooms, and then you have the main bedroom, which is back here. So it's kind of nice because it's gated, and you've got an entryway, and you've got a mailbox right there too. So let's go check out the porch. It's real nice. It's got like a little seating area here. We'll check it out. So you've got the seating area here. I got my camera set up. And then this is a little driveway. So it's got a covered carport, so I can park my motorcycle. And then it's got 2 split air conditioners. So this one goes to the master bedroom right here where I'm staying at. And then you have the one for upstairs. So the 2 bedrooms, which I don't use, but there's beds in there. I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, so you have the 2 split air cons. There's only 2 air conditioners in the rooms. So one of them has the ventilation where the AC can run through it with like a fan or something like that. But right now I'm not even using it. So it's just nice to be able to have a little, with the townhouse, to actually have a parking spot where it's covered and stuff like that. And then this is my you can see I'm starting to do some laundry here too. So I have a washer inside. I'll show you guys in a second, but I hang dry out here. So nice little spot where I can wash my motorcycle. So let's go inside and check it out. Currently right now, it's just got the screen door, and then it has the door, and they had it bolted because it was an Airbnb before, so they had it bolted, but we'll go inside and check it out. All right, so right when you walk in, you have the living room here. So this is, I paid, the rent here is about $340 a month. So it's 20,000 Philippine pesos a month. And I pay first month's rent, and then 2-month rent deposit. So it was a total of 60K. So it was around like, I can't remember, like 1,100 or something like that, around there. So it's 60K for 3 months. It was a 1-year lease. So you have it. I did want a furnished unit. So this is pretty, it's not fully furnished, but it is pretty close to being fully furnished. So it comes with the couch here and the coffee table, and it had a TV. I replaced it with a little smaller, a bigger one. So I had like a 32-inch, and I put a 43-inch. I'm gonna get a bigger one later on. But the rooms have beds. It has a stove, and I'll show you the rest of the stuff too. But it is semi-furnished. So right when you walk in, you have the seating area, and it's tile flooring, so it's really nice. And it is a 2-story. So I'll show you that in a minute. But decent little sitting area here. And then you have the front, and they did a pretty good job on it. And this is the entertainment center. And most of this is my stuff, just my nerdy little gallery there. They already had internet here. I just added my router and then a travel router. And I just upgraded the TV a little bit. I went from a 32 to 43. I'm gonna get like a bigger TV later on. And then I got gotta have your JBL speaker for karaoke. If you guys live out here, you know that. But yeah, so they have Parasat internet, and it was already set up. So I just pay, like $20 or $30 a month. I haven't gotten the bill yet, but I think it's a little under $20 right now, but I'm gonna raise it. So I add my router, and then I have another a travel router here that has a dedicated VPN installer on it. If you watch my other videos. So this is a nice little spot here. And then it comes with a fan. And then this is, they included all the storage and stuff here. So this is just all my spot. The one downfall is the bathroom. It is kind of small, but for $340 a month, you can't really go wrong. It does not have a water heater, but I'm going to install it. I've already talked to them. They're totally okay with it. It's got a nice shower head, really, really good water pressure. It's got a bidet, but it's not bad. I can put a water heater in for $30. If you go to the store here, you're looking at like $100, $200 maybe, but you can go on like Lazada, which is like their Amazon, and get one for like $30. Just kind of know how to install it. And I can have someone come in here and install it really, really cheap. So it's a decent sized little bathroom. It's just kind of small, and there's no ventilation in there. But that's the only really downsides of it. So in here you have your kitchen, and you have more storage here. And then I just set up my little workstation here. And then it has a fridge. So it's a nice sized little fridge. A lot of places here, they don't have, obviously I just moved in. I've been here less than 48 hours, so I have barely any food, but most places they have really small fridges. So this is a decent sized fridge for a furnished unit. And then you have just standard, just storage here. In a lot of places, you're lucky to get a stove, if anything at all. But you have your propane stove. So you have an oven, and then you have, a stove. And it's older, but it's furnished. So what can you do? And then you have just storage down here, just standard, storage up there. And these are my appliances. It didn't come with anything. But it's nice. Like the layout, like the marble, the cabinets and stuff like that. And it does have a washer, which is really nice. It works really good. And then they have an outlet here that you can get water, and then it goes down. So they have an actual like a spot where the water runs down, so you can actually do your laundry here. So I do have to hang dry it. That's the only downfall. Most places you're not even going to get a washer. But finding a dryer is going to be really, really hard too, unless you're getting like a nice condo or something. A little bit of storage space there. It did come with the little water dispenser here, which was kind of nice. Water heater, and cold water, kind of nice. More storage. And then I will show you guys the, I guess it would be the master bedroom. So there's one bedroom downstairs and then 2 bedroom upstairs. And I wanted this one because obviously it's downstairs. I don't want to go back up and down. So it did have a bed, and it's a nice size bed. It's pretty comfortable. It does have a split aircon, and in it basically, it's an inverter. So if you get an inverter, you're going to save on the cost, and you can run it like nonstop. If you get one that's not like a DC inverter, you usually have to let it cool down, or it may freeze up on you or something like that. But these you can run all the time. So it cools down the whole bottom of the house. And then this is obviously all came with it here. So I can hang all my clothes and stuff in there. So it's pretty decent. you know, if you come here, and it's kind of cute. They got this little tiny little vanity thing here. I don't know if that'd be for a kid or just a, you know, small Filipino or something. I don't know. But when you come here and, you know, you obviously you don't bring all your stuff from the US, it's nice to get a furnished place. And let's see, what else is it? We'll go check out upstairs here. So you have the 2 bedrooms upstairs, AC in one room. So I'll show you this room first. So this will just be for guests. So it comes with a bunk bed, which is kind of nice. It's I want to say it's like a full, maybe, I don't think it's a queen. I think it's a full size. So if you have people come over and they have some little fold up table and, you know, just little small things. But this one does also have a split aircon, and it works really good too. And a little bit of storage. And then they also have this little fan here that blows into the other room, since the other room does not have AC. So it's kind of nice that you have like a bunk bed, so you can have people come over and, you know, people from out of town visit with you. And we'll check out this room. I'm not using it just because really I'm not even going to have people here, maybe family or something like that. So it's just storage. So it was already like this. The bed was put up. So it's just a little cheapy little bed and a mattress. And then they have this little fan here that blows. Oh man, it's nice and cool air too. So blowing from the other room, and that works. So this is just a little storage, but it's got all my, what I don't want to pack up downstairs and just store a bunch of stuff in here. So yeah, so it's a nice little spot for $340. Well, this is kind of cool too. This is just, I mean, they made things look really nice. So this, I don't know if I told you as well, but this used to be an Airbnb. Yeah, so this used to be an Airbnb, so it's been pretty taken care of. Sometimes you get lucky, you can find brand new units. So we looked at a lot of places. There we go. I wanted to set my camera up on a tripod so I can wave my hands around crazy. Yeah. So it's not a really bad place at all for $340. And then the good thing here, because you don't have to, there's no like, you don't need like references to move into a place like you do the US. You don't need to have like, they don't check to see if you have a job, things like that. Really, it just comes down to, do you have the rent and do you have the deposit? That's really all it is. So it was really easy to get into. We looked at a bunch of places, and I was going between a condo and a house. So condos are really nice because if you get a condo, you can move in really fast. You're not on any lease. Usually you can be there for 30 days, come and go. Everything is there. You know, majority of condos, you go into a place and they'll have, you know, the toaster, they'll have the air fryer, they'll have the bedding, they'll have the towels, you know, everything. So if you just come with a suitcase, it's just like a nice Airbnb or hotel room. So condos are really nice. People, a lot of those, they choose those here a lot. Houses, usually they may not want to get into a house because it may not be fully furnished. You're going to not have everything you would as in a condo, like an Airbnb. And you're also going to get stuck into a longer term lease. Why I chose a house over a condo? I was really on the fence. I really wanted a house because, you know, I want the driveway. I don't want to go up and down the stairs all the time. I'm planning on being here for a while. It's right by Sarah's house too. So it's really close to her. And I kind of like being in the city, but I kind of not like being in the city. Plus this is also, I don't know if I told you guys as well, but this is a gated community. But when I was gonna tell you guys at the beginning of the video was, we went around and looked at a lot of places. So I got a lot of insight on what the budget is here for like a 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom house in northern Mindanao. So your rent, I've said it before about the rent. I've done videos on it, but I've never really fully in depth gone and actually looked at place after place after place because we spent, we looked at a lot of properties. So your rent can be anywhere from $100 to $200 for the really low budget. Or if you want like a place like this, 300-400, maybe 5. And then if you want like a condo, you're probably going around 400 is about the average, 300 for a studio, 400 for a 1-bedroom, maybe a little bit more pricier if you're looking for a nicer place. And this is also in Mindanao. So we're in Cagayan de Oro. If you're gonna go to the main island, like, not almost the main island, but the main popular cities like Cebu, Manila, things like that, GBC, you're gonna be paying, a lot more. So probably just double everything. You could still get affordable places if you want to, live with, $200 to $500 with the rent, but it's just like living on a little coastal town versus living in LA or New York. For a condo here, you're going to be paying $300 to $400. In Manila, you're going to be paying $600 to $800. I say $500 to $600. BGC is like a really modern uptown area, so you're probably going to be paying $600 to $800, something like that. So it's all about the lifestyle you want to choose, how you want to live. You can get a place for out here. You can get a 2-3 bedroom house for $200, but you're going to be running. There's not going to have any air conditioners. You might be able to install it yourself, but no air conditioners. You're not going to have any hot water. You can install that yourself as well, but they're going to be older style. So it's just, not as nice. But you can get by. So, I mean, if you want to live like a local, the average apartment or small house here is $200. I want to say, from what I've seen, for like a starter place, like a starter house or starter apartment or something like that, $200. I've seen them as low as $100, $150 for like a really small place, studio. But again, you're not going to have all the luxuries you're going to have. Like this is mid-grade right here from what I want to say. So that's why I say you hear it a lot from people on YouTube. Like, your lifestyle is going to fluctuate, and it's just like anywhere else in the world. Your lifestyle is going to fluctuate just how you want to live. So your rent can be anywhere from $100 to $1,000. But $340. I am completely happy. It's gated. It's a gated community, and it's a subdivision inside a gated community. So there's a gate, and then you go into my division that I'm in. There's another gate, and then I have a gate on my my driveway that I pull in. So it's completely safe for me. I like it. And I'm only like a 5-minute drive from uptown, so I'm right in there. So I may have skipped over things kind of fast. Hopefully I didn't ramble on too much. If you guys have any other questions, drop me a comment. Maybe I forgot something, whatever, say hi, ask a question. I'll help you guys out, whatever I can do. I love helping people, and I love chatting with people. So yeah, drop me a comment, anything I missed, say hi. Cool. And thank you guys for watching. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and I'll do a follow-up video on the situation with me and Sarah. Give me a couple of days. I want to be respectful with her and talk to her about things before we actually air out too much of our dirty laundry. So, all right.